Alrighty, welcome back to the stream, and welcome back once again, and finally, to the end of the Azata playthrough. So, I'm gonna be real, I am not gonna miss this path. Like, really, nothing has drawn me into this path at all. And, apart from being chaotic, which is required for Barbarian, I basically got nothing out of being Azata related to my class, which is unique. It's the only mythic path thus far that doesn't mesh with everything. It's really weird. And the story is not great. Doesn't mesh with me. It's just like... I'm sorry, but I just don't like Azata path that much. Ivu is fine for some people, but... Ivu's like, okay. I'm not a hater, but I'm not really like a huge fan either. Like, honestly, I'm ready for this path to end. Well, let's deal with a couple things first, shall we? So we've got Endgame, capture all regions of the Whirlwind. I think I can do that right now. Gravestone Rock with Sela. Deal with that easily enough. Grey Boar. Gotta go deal with him in the tavern. That's not really an issue. Final Assault on the Threshold Fortress. And give Lori's Locket to Hylor. Easy enough to take care of. That should be everything, though. I believe at this point I will have dealt with everything I need. Oh yeah, I've also got to wait for these things. Alright, let's go campaign. Camp on the ferries, holding position. Castle of Desires is holding position. Okay, I guess I moved these armies around beforehand. Okay, it's not for me. It's the last barrier. Math Lords, Mr. Mansion, Mount Warden. Okay, I guess in that case, let's go deal with some side quest shenanigans, shall we? Like, honestly, at this rate, unless the Azata, like, ending is something ultra nuts, I am gonna write this off as, like, the worst mythic path. Just completely write it off. They could theoretically... I don't even know if they could even fix this.
Let us be off.
Like, it's not like...
Of course, but... well, maybe a little, perhaps. Yeah, sure. I'm a scout. It's not a... I enjoy traveling with you. They say I will... Same goes now. Anyway, fortune doesn't favor those who think too much. Well then, it's all settled. All hail me, the fearsome leader of the Assassin's Guild from the depths of the abyss. You know, Commander, in that case...
Alright, Grey Boar's dealt with. He has become the Assassin of the Abyss. Alushanira. Next, on to dealing with Hylor, my favorite character in the game.
Let's move.
That said, the music for the Azata Path, I do like the Song of Elysium. It's a good song.
Follow me.
Oh, there's Hylar. Alright, let's deal with this, you reprobate. That takes care of that nonsense. Alright, next up is Weight of My Sword, which is take Sela and go beat up a whole bunch of people. That's really it. Let's take her, go beat up a whole bunch of people, and bring some people back from the dead or whatever. Let's see, anything else I need to do? Not really. Actually, I'm going to go talk to Wilser, because I think I've got a lot of junk to sell. Yeah, I do. I've got a lot of garbage to get rid of right now. Alright, Bardiche. Battle Axe. Blood Freezer. I don't actually need anymore, but I might as well keep it because it's fancy. Dagger, 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 dagger. Why are these all different daggers? They're the same dagger. I'm not using Greybore, so I don't need that. Falchion. Fiery Spell Weaver. I think that's what I need to give to Nenyo. Hold on. How am I not doing that? Oh, this Radiance. Gotta re-equip Sela before I forget. Okay. Adamantine Chainmail. Who would use that even? Plus 1 full plate, plus 5 full plate. I could use that with somebody. Let's see. Impending Eclipse, plus 5 Haramaki. I don't know. Haramakis are way better when you use piecemeal armor rules. Actually, I should probably keep that Mithril Chain Shirt. Plus 5. I'll just equip somebody with that real quick. Stud Leather and Shield of Chastise. Alright, get rid of that stuff for the moment. So, I'm currently wearing this thing. It's better for me because it gives me a morale bonus to dexterity, which stacks. So that's good to keep. You are using Ultimate Predator, which I don't have your other thingy. Ambulance Fist plus 4. Inspired Wisdom plus 4. I can give you a belt. There you go. Plus 6 strength. Let's go. The horse. Plus 2 dexterity. Plus 6 belt to physical faction. Woohoo! Oh, that's spicy. Actually, you know what? I'll give you this. Horse, you get this. Look at that plus 14 strength modifier. Oh, it's so stupidly strong. Does Sela have another half of the pair? She does. Ah, perfect. Okay, good. Alright, so those two are equipped. Nenyo, we are going to take off this thing, which gives you a bonus to DC. Actually, no. Instead of doing that, I'll just give it to you on a 3rd slot. There. You get another one. Darren, you should change your crossbow out for this one. Actually, should you? All enemies, swarms kind of like saving throw. I'll give you both. Why not? Alright, Sela, re-equip Radiance. You should get a different shield. I think I should give you a different shield that's not currently equipped onto you. Regil, you're currently using Mithril Full Plate plus 4. How about Full Plate plus 5? Gives you worse AC. Actually gives you worse AC, doesn't it? Yep, sure does. Alright, Arushale, you are using Leather Armor plus 2. Why not? Let's do that one. What does this do? Okay. Rogue grants the wearer an aura which makes all enemies in a 30-foot radius suffer a -4 penalty on saving throws against fear, compulsion, charm effects, and make all enemies lose their minds. Where does this go? Goes to the shirt. I'm currently using the Happy Traveler shirt, so let's give this to Regil. Makes sense for him to be wearing that anyway. Belt of Incredible Dexterity. Do I have a better belt of Dex? I want the silver one, right? Plus 2, 6. Perfect. You're using 4 and Belt of Dex and Strength. Dexterity, Constitution, Strength, Dex plus 4. I don't have a better one, do I? Constitution. Is this it? Physical Perfection. I got 2 of those, plus 4. Plus 2. Give that to you, and you get the plus 6. I know you're supposed to be able to tell what these are just by looking at the items, but it's still kind of hard to parse. Okay. I could also get the Mask of... Nope. Mask of Most Worthy to somebody. Plus 20 insight bonus on all saving throws. DR 5. Fast healing 2. Plus the insight bonus on concentration checks. Why not? You could use a better headband of vast intelligence, though. Like that one. And you are using Alluring Charisma. Mental Perfection plus 4. Rigorous Training. Mental Flow, Intelligence and Charisma. Headband of Subjugator, Intelligence plus 6. Let's do that one. Do I really not have a better Helm of Charisma? Huh. I don't really need to do all this effort just statting people out, but I kind of feel like doing it. Okay, so there's that. I gotta take a nap as well. Oh god, you're still using a plus 2 Ring of Protection. Ugh. Here, take one of my plus 5s. You too. Also, this is where the knee pads go. Unholy damage. Critical hit. Pass a fort saving throw, become vulnerable to slashing and acid. I feel like that's the one I should give to Ivu. Yeah, definitely. These are... can't be equipped? Why? Why can't I equip those? Weird. Also, this thing's a piece of trash. Let's give this to Arushale. Lone Wolf's Cloak. Honestly, I don't know why you didn't have that on you to begin with. Plus 4 strength, plus 8 to constitution, and confirms a crit with a natural weapon. Yeah, let's be real. I don't need that. I don't need that dex. What am I currently wearing on my belt? Belt of Physical Perfection +4 with DR and extra damage when raging and critting. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, what else can I put on people? Gloves. Creature gets spell resistance when summoning. Higher spell, they get temporary hit points. Oh, Gloves of Dueling. Yeah, definitely give you those. You're the only fighter, I guess, besides Trevor. So, you know, I'll just give you these as well, because why not? Jaws of the Jackal. What else we got here? Harmful Conversion. Critical Hit. Whenever the wearer of these bracelets confers a crit, suffer one of these conditions. Am I wearing bracers? I've got the Stern Hand. Oh, that increases my... That increases Ivu's stats, so no, that's staying on. Nobody else really has a crit thing going at the moment. Besides Trevor, maybe. Oh, those go that slot. Am I wearing... I'm not using a two-handed weapon. Trevor is, though. I just like Trevor, okay? I like him. I think he's a good character, all things considered. Okay, that's natural armor +5, so I can't use that. Haunts. Reginald's wearing natural armor +1 still. Let's give you one of the +5s. It's got a nice, decent 42 AC. Amulet Mighty Fist +5. +2 DC on poison spells. All race spells deal additional 1d6 +5 points of acid damage. Interesting. I wonder... I should try making a poison build again in this game. It wouldn't work, because demons are just flat out immune to poison, but I'm wondering if it could work. Because I think there's an alchemist that uses poison. There's one of the alchemist archetypes for poison is in here, I think, right? Maybe. Can Sealy even use this thing? Let me see. She can. This one, honestly, if I hadn't gone for the normal longsword route with her, this would be a really good item to pick up for Seela. Like, really good.
Darren, I can't understand why blood makes some mortals better than others. What do a person's origins have to do with their worth?
Some people's ancestors simply had sharper elbows and better luck than others. And they codified a system whereby they and their descendants would rule over everyone else. Not that I'm complaining, of course.
What a shit. Ah, yes, and here, what the fuck is... Oh, it's a... Alright, we got the robbing bits. I want to come film the crusade. Which, I'm pretty sure that's not correct anymore. I'm 90% sure that dialogue was not supposed to happen. Oh no, it's one of those things where, like, that would have come up prior to... Yeah, we're good. Normally that would come up, like, partway through it because you can't get your logistics and stuff up that fast. But I'm skipping around and being able to just do whatever, so it's just skipping past the part that I should be dealing with that. Ah, the Dead Man's Club. They buffed this, actually. Or rather, they're going to buff this. So that effect doesn't last for 2 days. I don't want that. I guess that one. Oh, and I guess that one too. Why not? Economy. Donaciones. Requisitions is not going to be done. So, now we get to wait for search and pick to load up, and we're going to head to Sela. The Sela location on the map point, which will take me to... Gravestone Rock, ideally. Dealer hideout, there we go. Oh, that's right, this entire area is actually blocked off right now because I still need to get my armies through here. Right. Forgot about that bit. What's Forgotten Secrets at? Okay, so this is going to split off. Okay, this one is going to go this direction first. And this one is going to head over this way. Alright, this one I'm going to split off again. This one is going to be the Tyrant's Keep army. And Tyrant's Keep adjacent. Tyrant's Keep adjacent is going to remain here, while Tyrant's Keep is going to go this direction in order to keep Tyrant's Keep from being taken. And might as well just move over this way a little bit at the same time. Why not, right? No sense in not clearing out some of the land. Okay, now Forgotten Secrets, was that... I actually don't remember... No, Forgotten Secrets isn't. Right? I'm pretty sure Forgotten Secrets isn't the location... Isn't the final one of the 4 locations.
Be victorious.
Disappear.
Let's move.
Okay. Ursula,
I'm
if you
prepared.
would.
I'm trusting you. I'm glad I was useful to you. I finished here. Is there more? I sense something. I finished here. Is there more? I will defend my dream.
Why is Ivan taking so much damage? Jeez. Like, look at all that damage. What happened? What was that all about?
Something is not right here.
I wonder if Ivan failed the will save at the very beginning and then decided to start attacking the party. 'Cause that does tend to happen. Somehow, despite it being a DC 17 and Ivu having a 26 will save. Actually, you know what? Let's take a look here. What was going on? Okay, it was a successful will save. Just everybody decided just to attack Ivu right at the beginning or something. I guess that's it. Whatever.
Follow me.
I sense some.
Let's have some fun.
Killing is what I was made for.
That's how you hit them.
You know what? I don't even really care about going into the secret room, but I don't remember what's there. Come on.
March on.
He does have a bunch of loot. And that hammer, which is pretty handy.
I'm glad I was useful to you.
That. This.
Onwards.
Alright, now we get over here. Is this something? No, it's just part of the wall geometry. Alright, so we're going to take this hammer and just equip that right there. And what else we got? We got sort, date, newest, oldest. Amulet of Deep Roots. Grants we are immune to Bull Rush and overrun combat maneuvers and +3 see against human vigor. Bug resistance and natural armor. Heavy mass intelligence 6. Spell to physical form. I thought there's like a ring of artisan or something, right? Didn't I? Ring of renowned artisan. Ring grants to wear +12 combat bonus checks on knowledge or kind of skills and +5 bonus on checks to craft potions or scrolls. Wow, fancy.
You require my unbiased opinion?
Jesus Christ, Arushale. Where's the trap? Where's that fucking trap at? There.
I will prove my worth.
Yeesh.
You called?
Yeah, just take care of that one. Thank you.
I finished here. Is there more?
Okay, what does the note say again? Okay, where is it? Okay, so... blue... yellow... So blue, yellow, green, red? There we go. I don't remember what's in the other chest, but it's definitely not worth as much as whatever's in here. Which is Gnawing Magic. Headline to 6 head. Spell effects anywhere gains +1 bonus and checks and different star resistance. Anyway, suffers -1. Stacks max 4 times. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's actually very good for Ninyo. It's better than the current standard +6 intelligence.
I finished here. Is there more?
Alright, let's get out of here. Should I give anybody this chain shirt? Maybe she could use it? No, I'm giving her this. Yeah, I'll just sell the other ones. Why not? Alright, away we go. Now that that's taken care of, that's it. I've got nothing else to do on the world map for the time being. Like, I'm just gonna manage last barrier real quick so I can put in some buildings here. Which is gonna be in supply center hospital. I got plenty of money still. Good. And then once those are built, I'll be able to upgrade it to a bastion and put a teleporter in, which just lets me teleport directly there. Alright. That takes care of everything on the world map. Every side quest I have left to do is done, which means I just get to sit around for a while and deal with some army stuff. Like, there's nothing to do at this point. Pretty sure diplomacy is maxed out. Yeah, diplomacy's maxed out. Logistics and military are almost maxed. And leadership is also almost done. I gotta wait for Captain Hartman to show back up. Also, apparently, one thing they're adding in the beta is when you complete the research stuff for the Northern Lights and all that, it actually gives a report that says this is the date you should be looking at. Hooray! Alright, away we go.
Move.
There's a thing there. What's this? It's a book. It's not worth anything. Oh, I learned something new from it, though. I did learn something new. Yay. Okay. Where to next? I guess Wilser to sell off some more of this junk I picked up. Then I'll go back into the Citadel and just hang out there for, like, a year? Actually, what am I doing? I just... No, might as well go here. Oh, I do need to talk to the storyteller. Can't forget about him. I forgot. The storyteller's bit also needs to be dealt with, because I skipped a lot of his notes by just skipping to the ending. What you got? Alright, get rid of that. 5. Well, that was 2. Definitely could sell that. Oh, right. What was Forgotten Secrets? Forgotten Secrets is another one of the slab ones. Okay. Whoops. That's not the button I wanted to push. There we go. Hey, Captain Odan. They're coming! Knights of Ozim, Arcanists, Dragon Slayers, Blood Ragers. You know that those ones are good. Alright, gotta go tackle Captain Odin. But only in a second, because I gotta dump this stuff off first. Alright, get in there. Alright, things I need to keep on me are... Date, oldest to newest. Where are the lucky bracers? No, that's not it. That's Righteous Exorcists. That was pretty good. Name. Helm. Righteous. Ah, they're there. Alright, keep those on me. See, where's the bound of possibility? I'm probably... No, I wouldn't be wearing it. Not good. Is it under T? Yeah, there it is. The bound of possibility. 50% damage redirected to Ivu, and Ivu gets DR. Okay, so now, while we're at it, let's do this. I'm gonna dump all these things in here for the time being. Let's keep Jarsgax. What is this? Wand of Heal. Tome of Clear Thought? Yeah, whatever. Okay. Is that a Midnight Bolt? No, it's not. It's a Quiver. I'll give that to Rochelet. I can load all these things back into my inventory soon enough. I wish there was some kind of, like, mass click thing. Alright, there we go. Alright, so name A to Z. Fatal Mark, I'll give that to Rochelet. Might as well give that one to Nenyo, just in case. Head Chomper, Pet Owlcat. Those Midnight Bolts, give those to Darren. I want Scroll of Haste and Dispel Magic Greater. Here we go. Alright, that one said Extended Med Magic, okay. Beyond a volcanic storm. Oh, I've got 13 severed demon heads. That's not helping.
Follow me.
Well, sir, please take these off my hands, as well as some of these books I don't need. To the streets. I gotta remember to get rid of those demon heads. Especially since I have Darren in my party. Okay, we've got journals, Sarkorian books, torn out pages, notes from paper, Mutasman's letter. That's a lot of weight taken off. Why do I still have 267 pounds? Where are these coming from? Are these heavy? No. Like, what? What is weighing so much? The golden toad weighs 10 pounds. Helmet of Scrutcha weighs 5. Oh, hey, B-Sunday, how you doing? Also, oh god, yeah, it is probably the diamond dust. But, hey, how are you doing? Yeah, that's 110 pounds right there. That's most of it. Huh. That would make sense, actually. At least it's not like, in the beta when all that diamond dust was... Each piece of diamond dust took up, like, an individual spot in my inventory or whatever. Also, it's not like I need to get rid of all this stuff. I just kind of... I want to do them light. Yeah, that's true, but those are relatively light in comparison. Like... That's 1 pound. I don't have that much of any of those things. Yeah, like, I do have a bunch of these, but they're pretty light, all things considered. It's really the diamond dust. Oops. I meant to keep some of that. There we go.
Onwards.
Alright, next step. To the streets, once again. But now I'm carrying like a nice, svelte 100 or so pounds on me. Which is excellent.
Let us be.
But yeah, also, hi, B-Sunday. How are things going? I feel like it's been a while. Having a good day, I hope? Staying cool in the hot, hot heat that we're having all over, which is awful. Why did I even come here? Oh, right. I need to talk to the storyteller. I have some notes for you. He really probably just is supposed to sound like Deckard Cain, isn't he? There we go. That repairs the Ring of Summoning, which I don't need anymore. Okay, so let's see here. Nope, I don't want that. I want item. It's not that. God, what is it? It's Lexicon halves page. There we go. That should be enough. Okay, I need more. So I guess it's 3, so that was 1, 2, that should be enough. Alright, perfect. The blank page has been acquired, which means it's time to progress into the Lexicon of Paradox once more. And take a look at that. I know exactly how many pages I need. Well, not exactly. Well, okay, so I can understand.
March on.
I'm not the biggest fan of Azata, but that's mostly because it's, like, not very well fleshed out, and it feels like a very minimalist path, but, yeah, the abilities are really useful. Okay. Okay, let's do that again. Yes. Okay, that's not gonna work. Yes. Blank page. I need to go speak to Captain Odin, didn't I? Oh, now I gotta wait for this thing to load and then unload. But yeah, for Kineticist... Okay, the split damage thing definitely would be super useful for Kineticist. But, what else is good? Whoa. Whoa there. Like, what other superpowers in particular are good for Kineticists in that sense? Unless you're going for Overwhelming Soul, the Teamwork Feat one is probably not going to be as good. Actually, no, let's take a look, because I don't remember what the superpowers are anymore. But yeah, as far as the path goes, Azata is just like, it's not the best one by any stretch. Mechanically, it's fine, but the story and the characters and everything is just like, it's so nothing. So let's take a look-see here. Abilities... A Mythic Path. Okay, so haste is always good. Yeah, haste is always just good in general. Incredible Might. Bonus on attack and damage rolls. Which is just incredibly... That's just flat good for everything. Which would apply to Kineticist damage. And attack, most importantly. This is decent. It's not really going to apply to Kinesis too much, as far as I can tell. This is not applicable at all. Enemy makes a saving throw against their spells. They roll the die twice and take the worst result. That is very good for Kineticist. Also, double rolls to overcome spell resistance and saving throw having damage. Yeah, zippy... Speed, zippy, and favorable. Yeah, definitely favorable magic. That would be incredibly good for it. This is not useful at all unless you're an overwhelming soul kineticist, which is a bad archetype. And zippy magic. Spell affects one additional creature within the 30-foot range of the spell. Yeah, that one's also incredibly good for kineticist. Just doubles up on your damage. I would say also Incredible Might is like your fourth pickup, but that's like a very unnecessary pickup, all things considered. Yeah, I can see it. I can definitely see it. It's such a weird mythic path. It doesn't work with so much.
Let's move.
It's perfectly fine for something that uses magic as its primary form of attack. Or, like, weird teamwork feat-based things with high charisma, but in almost every other situation, it's just, like, the only good ones are the haste. Like, the haste is just generally good. And then you can get, like, the DR and healing or whatever. It's just, it's not very good, mechanically. Apart from the ones that are incredible. It's very funny on that front. Alright. You get going this way. That loops back around there. Perfect. Excellent. All parts of the world wound have been conquered. You're gonna go back to me. Why would you go around? Why would that be faster? Okay, this is fine. I think that's Zaros's pin, if I remember correctly. Alright, you go back to there. You're gonna go to Necromancer's Grave. Necromancer's Grave. They're going there. There we go. Other paths have like one or two abilities that kind of work for kineticists, but not that good as Azata's without mods. But just two mods, Dark Codex and Hispanic Elements, all paths are fine. As these mods have so many good mythic things, is great. I actually, no, I haven't really. The only two mods I have installed right now are Toy Box and Combat Relief, I've been going through relatively clean. I haven't really been keeping an eye on the mod scene for this game, mostly because I think they still have not yet implemented official mod support. So I'm kind of waiting on that one to wait for, like, the explosion of mods to happen. And I'm mostly focusing on the story, so I don't want to risk installing even more things that are going to break the story when I already have enough of that trouble with just these two. But I totally would be interested in looking at some of the mods after I'm done going through all the stories. Okay, that's really good. Wow, I should give that to Ember. Assuming, you know, Ember was on the party. That's like an incredible item for Ember. Okay. You move over to here. Just head over this direction. And sit in Tyrant's Keep. And we're good. Okay, you get back to the Sinister Mansion. Grave, Mountain Warden. Why did you go that direction? Math Lords, Last Barrier. Excellent. Okay, is this place built up? It is. I don't want the army, I want the location. That's not gonna work. Okay, I'll just do this way. There we go. Upgrade! Enter! Alright, where is it? Teleportation circle. Perfect. Bubble buff. Speeds up buffing. Less micro. Scaling okay, so scaling cantrips. Ooh, scaling cantrips would be good. So 30 damage from cantrips and level 12-15 is kind of overkill. Yeah, it really is. Have I not done the stage play yet? Wow. I thought I'd taken care of that already. Darren, we should speak in private. Okay. Okay, yep. Yeah, that's great. Idle. That. Pain. Crap. I've got huge armies to get rid of now. I wish I could just disband these things. I really wish I could just disband armies. I've got too many at this point. Yeah, but buff bot and bubble buff stuff is really useful, but given that I'm playing through on story difficulty, so I can get through all the stuff easier, I don't even need to buff. So those ones I don't need to worry about just yet. Scaling cantrips. Scaling cantrips, like you pointed out, it is a little overkill, since you have huge damage spells. It's not like it's the most broken thing, because you can do the same thing with swords or whatever if you were speccing into fighter. I mean, it is a little broken, but it's not even like a cooperative game. It's a single-player game, so you can do whatever with those. But, let's see. Any of the new class stuff I'd love to play around with would be stuff like opening up new class options, or actually, you know what? Let me just go to the Nexus mods. Let's see what they got here. Like, new class options, new feats, new archetypes. I think I saw one that was like, it added anti-paladin as a class, which was an interesting idea. Oh, look, there they are. Bubbles Ultimate Buff Bot Light Extra Simple and Scaling Cantrips. There they are. Got Combat Relief, Storied Heroes Portrait Pack, 150 portraits. A lot of these things are just portrait packs. Allow modded achievements. Weapon Focus Plus. Oh, yeah, like this kind of thing. Oh, Vec did that one. How about that? Like, Weapon Focus becomes groups instead of specific weapons. $10D3 is funny, actually. Especially since you can maximize then just cast it as like a regular spell at that point, which would make it scale better than like Magic Missile. See, auto buffs, cheat menu, bubble tweak, more relic info. Oh, that's handy. Oh. That's surprising. I never bothered with it, so I didn't really actually know that. But, huh. I guess that would make sense, because then you could actually, like, load up a lot of cantrips with metamagic effects, given the favored metamagic stuff, and that would be a little nuts. But at the same time, you can already do that with Trickster, with the perfectly normal spell metamagic. Although, at the same time, I guess it doesn't matter. Because Trickster is designed to break the game. Ooh, expanded content. What's this? Adding Living Scripture archetype, large amount of fixes to Anti-Paladin, new Dread Knight archetype, Conqueror, added new archetype focused on Retribution to Oathbreaker. Mod seeks to expand and add upon content in the game. New classes, religions, mechanics, backgrounds, traits, and more. Two new classes, Anti-Paladin and Vindictive Bastard. Oh! That's cool. So Anti-Paladin is an archetype that, or a class, rather, that cannot exist in Wrath of the Righteous, period. Because it's all about doing chaotic evil, and also you sign up with demons. So, out of, like, every single class in Wrath of the Righteous in the original adventure path, it's like, you can play any class you want, but you really should be good, and you can't play an Anti-Paladin because it wouldn't make sense. That was before, however, they added some of the non-chaotic evil Anti-Paladin archetypes. Like, I think Insinuator is just any evil or main neutral evil. I think there's a lawful evil Anti-Paladin as well. But, yeah. So that's cool that it's added in. And Vindictive Bastard, if I remember correctly, is the Paladin that's fallen archetype. Yeah, this is the Fallen Paladin. It's an ex-Paladin. Dark Codex adds new class as well, Kin and Monk, expanded elements and proper negative blasts, also wooden Aether Blast with mechanics and energies. Ooh. Yeah. Vindictive Bastard is a fairly new archetype, though. I remember that was... I don't remember what that was in, but it was relatively new. And it's an ex-Paladin archetype, which has... all of its stuff is based around, like, being really angry at people who have harmed you. And the final ability, level 20, is if you smite a target, you channel the effects of a disintegrate through your weapon. Which is really funny. And it's also a... Actually, it's an EX ability? That's not even SU? Oh, that's really funny. So, in Pathfinder, there's 3 types of abilities that a class will have. There's EX, or Extraordinary. That's stuff that is completely non-magical. Things like Rage, or Weapon Training. Things that are like... They're not magical, they don't interact with spell resistance, they don't get dispelled, they can't be affected by an anti-magic field. Yeah, if a foe kills one of the Vindictive Bastard's allies or knocks the Vindictive Bastard unconscious, and she later regains consciousness, the Vindictive Bastard musters a Vindictive Fury. The next time she hits that foe within 1 minute, the Vindictive Bastard can channel the effects of a disintegrate spell through her weapon. So yeah, it is only if you get knocked unconscious or if an ally is fallen, but it is still a non-magical disintegrate spell that you can channel. But that's really funny. But yeah, so like basically the way it works is Pathfinder's 3 things a class can have. There's spell-like abilities, SP, which are effectively just spells as a class feature. I think normal paladins Detect Evil counts as that. It, for all intents and purposes, acts as a spell. It may have different restrictions, or it may have, some weird things going on with it, but it basically interacts with anything else as a spell. It can be dispelled, it can be blocked by anti-magic fields, it has all these different properties, yada yada, whatever. In some cases, for example, a racial archetype may have a spell-like ability, which is the ability to cast, Daylight as an innate ability, which I think Aasimar have. That counts for that sense. It's basically like they're doing magic that's not really a spell, but it basically is a spell. Supernatural abilities are magical abilities that are not spells. They don't interact with spell resistance, but they can be dispelled, and they have a bunch of other abilities. Basically, they count as magical. Like, I think Smite, a regular Smite, counts as a supernatural ability, because it's not a spell, but it is a magical power. And then, like I said, EX is purely non-magical, all you. So, the fact that the Vindictive Bastard has a completely non-magical Smite and Disintegrate is really funny that I didn't pick up on that before. And what else does this have? This has the Living Scripture Inquisitor, which is not the name of that archetype. There's no Living Scripture, but there is a Living Grimoire Inquisitor archetype. And this is the one where you get a giant book that you can beat people over the head with. Like, I'm not kidding. The first thing on this page is Holy Book. At first level, a Living Grimoire forms a supernatural bond with a large iron-bound tome containing the holy text of his deity and learns to use it as a weapon. When wielding the Holy Book as a weapon, he deals base damage as if it were a cold iron light mace, is considered proficient with the book, takes no improvised weapon penalty, and gains a +1 bonus on attack rolls with the book. The tome serves as his holy symbol and divine focus and can be enchanted as a magic weapon. He can replace his bonded tome with another book at any time, but has to perform a 24-hour ritual. There's a bunch of other things that go along with it, but it's really funny. I wish this was in the game, actually. Same thing goes for Scrollmaster. Unfortunately, we only get Nenyo's sort of nerfed version of the archetype, because the Scrollmaster archetype is fucking hilarious. because that lets you use scrolls as weapons and magic tomes as shields. And they're actually pretty strong, because you craft a scroll of fireball, and that gets you a +3 flaming longsword. Only for you. You're the only one who can use it. But it gets you a +3 flaming longsword, which is also still a scroll of fireball. And you can just cast that. And it also does get the power to cast any of your spells from a scroll at your caster level. That is still in there. Like, it is one of the strongest archetypes for that ability alone. But I love it because you can use a scroll as a weapon, which gets really funny when you start using scroll-scribed weapons. Or scroll-scribed armor. That's also a thing that exists. The really dumb one, and if you want to go real dark, there is a item, which is a belt. And looks like it's just a normal belt, but it secretly has a scroll on the inside, and it's used for like, okay, I really need to have a scroll of Dimension Door on me at all times, just in case I get captured, so I'll scribe it on my belt really sneakily. So if I ever get captured, I can just whip it out and just use that. But it counts as a scroll, which means that you can beat people with a belt and have it be a +3 flaming belt of fireball. And you just whip off your belt and start whipping people with it, if you want to get real dark. I'm just saying. I may or may not have considered using, like, that as a character at one point, but decided against it because that seems like a bad idea to do in an actual game. Funny to think about in concept, but bad to actually do in real life. Anyway, what else we got here? 4 new deities, added in some Tiansha, or Minkai. It's Tiansha. Tiansha is the area. Add in some Tiansha gods, as well as Dahak. New... Oh, deific obediences. Really? Deific obediences would be cool to have in here. Cool. Looks like they're not in yet. But, deific obediences are interesting. Oh, allows worship of the Green Faith, Ereshkigal, Baphomet, Cabreri, Descari, Pulura. Worship of the player, Lich deity with the deathly divinity attached. Added racial archetypes, allows Stone Lord, Phantasmal Mage, Reformed Fiend. I don't get it. What's the point of this? Alright, what else we got here? Spellbook Merge. Outdated, an inventory search bar. Well, that's useful to have, regardless of if it's outdated or not. What else we got? Weapon focus all, portrait packs. I really feel like they should just make their own portrait pack thing. Just make a portrait pack section on this page, please. Ooh, Brawler! Brawler! Cool. Homebrew archetypes. Oh, this is funny. Brawler is a really fun class, though. It's, out of all the classes in the game, I'd say it's the one that needs, like, the most mechanical knowledge on hand at any given time to run. Because the entire thing is just, okay, you're a fighter, but also a monk, and what you do is you can just spontaneously get feat chains at will. And you have to be able to know, okay, this situation calls for this feat chain. I'll use my action to get it, so now I have that, which means you have to know, like, exactly what kind of feats you want at any point in time. Also added, ooh, Exemplar, really? That's a goofy one. That's basically a bard. There's Exemplar, Mutagenic Mauler, Beast Wrestler, Turfer, Steelbreaker, Snakebite Striker. I think... Yeah, it's a sneak attack one. Wild Child, Venomous Fist is the one that lets you do poison on your unarmed strikes. That one is pretty awful. It's unique in that it allows you to apply poison to your unarmed strikes without penalty, but it is pretty lackluster apart from that, because it gives you no bonuses to using the poisons. And as someone who specialized in using poisons in Pathfinder for a minute, it's not useful. Unless you're specializing. Alright, what do we got here? We have homebrew archetypes. Current archetypes. We have the Blood Arcanist and School Savant Arcanists. Those are not homebrew. Those already exist. Bard, Arcane Duelist, Dervish of Dawn, and Stonesinger. Those also already exist. Okay, these are just... It's not homebrew. They're custom implementation. Let's see. Arcane Duelist, Untouchable Rager, Bloody Knuckled Rowdy for Blood Rager, Evangelist, Cleric, Undead Lord, and Elder Mythos Cultist. I think that one's actually new. Halcyon Druid, Viking Fighter. Ooh, Viking's really good. Viking is actually one of the better fighter archetypes. Because it gets... let's see. Where is it? I know it's here. I know there's like a... Maybe it wasn't called Viking? Oh no, there it is. People of the North. Oh yeah, that's right. Because at second level, they get the ability to make an intimidate check as a move action, and then at 10th level to swift. That's why it's so good. They also get rage as if they're a barbarian, which replaces weapon training, which isn't as good. But it's still really good for the bonus. Just the ability to get intimidate as a move action is really strong. Like consider that you have to do that as like it's either a standard action or you have to get like 5 feet into a chain with Dazzling Display to do it. It's really good. Especially since I think you can do that. Yeah, I think what it is you can attack as a standard action, then you can move Intimidate, which gives you Hurtful. Was it Hurtful? Yeah. When you successfully demoralize an opponent within your melee reach with an Intimidate check, you can make a single melee attack against that creature as a swift action. So basically, you get to change out, instead of doing full attacks, you get to do 2, as a full round, you get to do 2 attacks at full BAB. And, Cornigun. And if you want to, what you could even do is you could... So what you could theoretically do, I think, is you could attack somebody, right? Okay, so you attack somebody with a regular attack, then you can use your move action to intimidate them. Oh, no. No, I guess it wouldn't really matter much, because you still are limited by swift actions. Though, you're limited by swift actions to actually tag the person with Hurtful. Although, if you had Quick Runner shirts, which gives you a second swift action, you could do 3 full BAB attacks in a round by doing that. What is Cornigan's stun? Huh. You may use Stunning Fist when making melee attacks with special monk weapons, as well as when making unarmed attacks. That's a new one. I usually just go with ascetic style for that. Anyway, Hellcat Monk, Ancient Lorekeeper Oracle, Wild Stalker Ranger and Sword Devil Ranger. The archetype of Red Sonja in Pathfinder. That's right, she does have an archetype in Pathfinder. She got her and what's the fighter's name? Valeros. That was it. Red Sonja and Valeros hooked up. Let's see, we got War Priest, Sacred Fist, and Undead Master Wizard. That's a good one. Oh, and new classes. Investigator, which is a cool mix of Rogue and Alchemist. And Jin Yi Wei, a hybrid Inquisitor Investigator archetype. That is homebrew. Oh, no, it's an archetype. I don't remember that one, but again, I'm not actually very familiar with the Investigator as a class in terms of its archetypes. Questioner and Empiricist. Empiricist is pretty decent for skill stuff. I don't remember Questioner. There's also NPC classes. Why did you have the NPC classes? Nobody wants to play as an aristocrat. Let's see. Companion is neutral evil. Selection. Undead companion. Deities. Domains. Mythic feats. Mythic guided hand. Oh, that's cool. Guided hand. Oh, man. Guided hand is a good feat. It allows you to use your wisdom to attack rolls with your deity's favorite weapon, which is really handy for bow people that aren't Zen archers. Because you can worship Aristil, get a longbow as your weapon, and then use guided hand to attack people with a bow. I think that's one of the better ways to make a bow-based paladin, if I remember correctly. Ooh, Channel Smite's also pretty good. Yeah, these aren't homebrew. Really. These are just like porting over things that were already in the game. Although there's a couple things. Like Blaster Brace is turned into a like crossbow. Fang and Malice is changed. Companion start level 1. Wow, this is very in-depth. Cool. That's the Homebrew Archetypes mod. Augmented Magics. Adds additional feats. Realistic portraits. Bolster metafix. I suppose that's not important anymore, considering that's already been implemented. Levelable Ivu. Geralt Sound Bank. Oh, that's actually really good. I might have to install that. What ho, you filth. Oh, interesting. These augment... Okay, so Augmented Magics is like meta magics for specific schools, almost. Weird. Oh, Ninja! Cool! Ninja's a funky class. It's like a monk rogue, almost. I'm gonna track the Geralt mod. Replaces the male Madman sound pack with Geralt's voice lines. I'm downloading that one. I'm downloading that one right now. Well, maybe not right now, but I'm definitely downloading that one for use. That is 100% getting used. Okay, now what is this? Let's see. Dark Codex. I'm just going to look this one up right now since there's 14 pages of mods here. New feats and abilities for every class. Focus on kineticist and mythic abilities. Oh, it's on GitHub. Let's see. Installation, content. You could have listed this out better. You could have listed this out way better. There's a lot of stuff in here, but it's much harder to parse because it's just like all over the place, and some of them are like, it looks like some of these are options. Some of these are mythic abilities. Some of these are kineticist things. Some of these are feats. Adds magical lineage, magical master. And then there's like a angel light patch. And then unclog UI. And blade rush. And kinetic knight gets stuff. And then there's the chain infusion. It's like, this is all over the place. Like, it looks like it has a lot of good stuff, but I can't read what it is because there's too much of it just scattered everywhere because it's an alphabetical order instead of a reasonable one. Anyway, let's get back to this. Enough of the mod diversion for a moment. Hello, Gizmira. Bye, Gizmira. It's time for the play. This play doesn't really change a whole lot, does it? Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh. Theater! I wonder, if I comment on everything that happens, will people decide I'm an imp-like dragon? Fine, I'll behave. Thank you, Ivu. I actually didn't want to read that whole thing. There's the catapult. Hello, Ramkin. Yes, marmalade! How did I never think of such a great prompt myself? Your suggestions are the best, Sam Chedlovsky. Thanks, Ivu. It's a funny scene, but not much changes, really. Oops. I gotta stop doing that with my phone. Luck bonus to damage, luck bonus to attack. Do that one. Okay. Does that take care of everything? I think so. I'm pretty sure everything is now maxed out. Yep, excellent. So now we get to wait. Anyone not in position right now? Yeah, you. Sinister Mansion, in you go. Earth Lords, yep. Necromancer's Graves in position. Tyrant's Keep's in position. Bar performances and raging songs last for 10 more rounds per day. Yeah, why not? Anything else? Yeah, I got a couple things working on, so. Okay, what is this? +6 charisma intelligence. That's not great. Oh, that's really good. It's hard to pick because I got multiple things I could have. Alright. Time to start skipping time. Rest. Crumbling. Day. Month. There, 47:17, finally. One of them wasn't in position yet. It's this one. Mountain Warden hadn't moved back into position. Whoopsie. Alright, we had a lot of events. Do I care about any of these? Not really. Grow a magical meadow for the horses. The free crusaders will grow an enchanted meadow near Drezen so that mounts do not starve. Horses will gather strength as they graze on the magical grass. Move decisively at lightning speed. Why not? Registration. Dragon. Blood. Do dragon. Send Rushley to find the spirit. Having joined forces with Rushley, the cleric soon found the spirit. He told them that he used to be a servant to an evil spellcaster who made him commit heinous deeds. After his master's death, the spirit tried to atone for his sins. The cleric helped him purge himself of all evil, and gratitude, the helper revealed his magical secrets to them. Neat. Alright. Skip a day. Got decrees to do. Why not? Get rid of these. Support group. Okay. There we go. Strategic routes. Mount training. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. I just have there really been no free Crusader visits? Every other Mythic Path, like, my advisor or whoever shows up and goes, hey, we heard you could use some help. Would you like some help? And I haven't had anything. Like, normally... Oh, shit. Current morale negative 50. Ooh, boy, that's bad. I should probably fix that.
After everything that happened to you, you could have become a...
I don't know.
Follow me.
Let's go to my... Metastable. I don't know if that'll fix my, thing. Why isn't there just a, like... Is there not a just... Always keep your morale at max button? There it is. Flag's always green. That's what I want. Yeah, there we go. No, I will not be doing that one, thank you. Okay. What's the date I need again? It's 40... It's... Gosrin 16, I think? It's 4/16. Gosrin 16. That's pretty sure what's the date I need. Because I remember, it goes to 4/20. 4/20 is the last day you can do it. Alright, why did I come out here? Why did I show up here? Why did I show up here?
March on.
God, there's a reason I just popped into this. All right. I was gonna see something here. So we're going here. We got this thing, Flames Hatred. This thing, Rolling the Croc Dagger, Treacherous Flame. This is really good. Auto crits, but also a lot more damage. Guess Trevor will just get that one. So date, newest to oldest, extended meta magic, a blank page. Okay, so yeah, the thing where it gives you the notes about it are not in here yet. Alright, so let's give you these. I'm going to need those later, probably. Oh, okay. That's fine then. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Let's skip some time. Oh, morale is actually capped at -50 minimum. Oh, that's good to know. Harassed. Gosran. Why are they coming out of Is? Seriously. Where are those guys coming from? Glory to the heroes, whatever. Potion of courage, mount training, magic gardens, whatever. Dexterous hands, whatever. Yeah, okay. Okay, events. Got bones. Nightmares. Protect the soldiers' dreams. The commander's powers shield the soldiers' dreams and granted them solace. After a good rest, the warriors are going to battle with renewed fervor. Sword of the Chosen One. What is this? Unholy Vicious Dueling Sword. Nah. Scepter of Discord. Valor and Prudence. Actually, you know, I should probably bump the day up by 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, I'm just gonna double check what the day is. Okay, where is it? Okay, this doesn't even have the date. This doesn't even have the most important part. $16 and $21. Okay, thank you. So let's set to 17. Alright. That's everything. We're good to go. And again, Azata had nothing. There was no, like... Usually during this entire thing, you got the Azata mythic... You get the exotic mythic units, and, like, characters show up and go like, hey, we've got ideas for this. And all that stuff. But nothing. Nothing happened. The only thing that happened is those Azata traders showed up on the island, and that's it. Really? Is that it? Like, I gotta go up to the island to be sure, because I don't believe that's everything. That can't have been. I guess not. Maybe because I was skipping time too fast, it didn't work, but like... I don't think there's any difference. Like, is there supposed to be something? If there's supposed to be something, it would be pretty easy to fix. I can just start skipping time normally, but like... I figure there's supposed to be stuff that happens. This hasn't happened with any of the other ones. Any of the other ones, they show up properly regardless of what's going on. Like here, Aranka, you got anything to say? You two have anything to say? No. No, they don't. Okay, I'm gonna save here. I'm just gonna call it, about to Azata. About to bid Azata Azatata. Got him. What showed up here? Nothing? That's what I thought. Right. Let's go. Time to finish this off. I just can't believe there's nothing here.
After breaking the blockade of the demon armies and defeating Discari, the Crusade forces close in on the Threshold Fortress. The place where 100 years ago, the first rift between the planes was opened. The place where this story will end.
They're coming!
We should move.
Yeah, we should. Alright.
No reason to
Sela,
pause.
get on your horse.
Decide.
Regil, get on your horse.
Missed me already.
And let's go. It's the Hell Knights.
Out of my sight.
There we go. Nice and easy. I'm not even gonna bother with this.
Let us be off. Thanks.
It's the mongrels and also Anevia and stuff.
Let's move.
Also, whoop.
Or then.
Nice weird. Nice job, Nenyo.
Struggles end here.
Smile. The world's not ending just yet.
Okay, good stuff. I'm gonna give Death Ward to Ivan. Bismuth. And the horse. Just because those are the ones that always get targeted by Death Ward, so I might as well make them immune to it.
Follow me.
I don't know why the camera keeps turning this way, since it's clearly breaking the NPC dialogue when they walk in.
I will fight to the last breath with you. No mercy for the wicked.
March on.
Alright, oh, here we go. Down here to where Core Mazda is, and the Free Crusaders should show up. I assume.
Onwards.
Yeah, look at them all 5 of them. Free Crusaders! Our drum got stuck in the last guys. We're fighting without an accompaniment for now. Okay, Nenyo, just finish this for me, please.
Nice try. Didn't work though.
Please try.
Really? That didn't work? Critical misses. Come on, man. Yeah, I mean, it's true. A gnome riding around, a Hell Knight gnome riding around on a fucking dinosaur is too cool for school. Hello?
A dear guest on my... Nothing at all. There will... The path...
Just drifting around. Riding around at the speed of sound. Clear the sky! Hello, Claim. Hello, Aranka and Ilks. Do you have anything to say? Nope.
Let us be off.
Mimir. Arsino. Oh. Anything? Burned Ashwood? No. Okay. Basically the same way as anybody else who's not an angel. Like if you manage to get his trust in Alushanira, you can give him back his heart and he recovers and then he walks off. And if you didn't, then he dies. And that's it. Like there's not a whole lot of difference, honestly.
This endeavor rushes to beyond. I have made a great many mistakes in my life. I feel I am going. You are right. But the angel, yes.
Does Aeon fix? I guess I might not have gotten Aeon the proper way, because I think Aeon does fix him. I don't remember offhand. Man, that item, I bet that item was probably like, something you'd buy from One-Eyed Devil or something. Rachel, there's Rushley. Oh, and Ivy, I can talk to Ivy too. I don't remember if Aeon fixes him with like Aeon magic or if the heart thing works or whatever. I don't remember what happens there. Aeon could potentially fix him, I guess. But like any other mythic path that isn't Angel or maybe Aeon just gets he gets his heart back and he turns good again, but he's like, how can I go on with what I've done here? And then he just leaves and that's it. That's the last you see of him. I suppose Aeon could technically fix him, but it doesn't even matter because you revert time at the end.
There it is. The heart of the wound. The source of all the evil that has been wrought here over the last 100 years. It all began here. And we will end it here. If Aurilu Voralesh had never opened the world wound, I would never have ended up on Galarian. I would never have met Desna. Or you. I would never have embarked on the path of good. The world isn't fair. Thousands of innocent mortals perished during this invasion. But it was also the catalyst for one demoness's discovery of goodness and love. This may merely be a quirk of fate, but it means that our happiness together has come at a horrifying cost. Today, we will repay but a fraction of that debt. We will close this abomination so that no one else has to die.
Our love is a refutation of everything the demons believe in. If they had any sense, they'd flee as fast as they could.
I know, I actually pity them. If only I could have shown them what I feel. If only I could have shared this goodness, this tenderness with them. I'm sure they would have started on the same path as I have. But if helping them to change is beyond my abilities, then I will have to do battle against them. I will let no one threaten you and our happiness. No one.
You defeated the abyss within yourself. After that, everything else is easy.
I did not do it alone. You have led your army to victory and me to my dream.
You're shouldering the guilt for all the victims? Isn't that too much?
It's not about guilt. It's just that I am ashamed to take any joy in my freedom, knowing that this terrible war was the cause of it. Everyone would have been better off if the world wound had never been opened. But then I would have remained a monster. Perhaps one day I will atone for all the evil I did. But it took a far greater evil to make my redemption even possible.
Far greater evil. Alright, what are you gonna do after we win?
You know what?
Oh my. Alright. Onwards.
I am...
Let's go. Do I care about any of these items? Nah. requires the Azata mythic path. Sing the Song of Elysium. Threshold was a prison once, and it remains a prison now. May these grim walls crumble along with all the evil they give birth to. Another voice joins your song. Then another, and another. Soon, all the free crusaders are singing, and then joining the choir are your soldiers, allies, and companions. The melody grows, rises, becomes stronger. It soars like the wind, and the walls of the ancient prison seem to shudder, unable to withstand the song's power, until they crumble away, along with the darkness within. What? Am I playing an instrument there? Okay. Okay. Oh my god, I forgot about Vuvuzelas. I honestly, Vuvuzelas had managed to slip my mind for now, until just now. Hello.
I welcome your company.
Alright, let's give you that one, Darren. Urushale could use that, but Darren I think is probably the better. Maybe not. I don't know.
The exciting part.
I don't know. Hello. Oh my god, it's the angels!
We cannot be defeated.
Okay, Regil, why aren't you on your... Why aren't you on Bismuth, Regil? Alright, now Darren, just give me one of those. Excellent. Look at that healing! 66! Hey, got sip, guys.
Danger ahead!
You're done for.
What? Where? Oh. Oh, look at the trap. Oh boy.
I'm glad I was
Wow, with the trap. Hey, thanks, Zorgs.
At least disappear.
Well, rip Bismuth. For now, at least.
I'm wounded.
Who's... Why is everyone... Oh, infectious rage.
I won't give up.
How did I get infectious with infectious rage? I'm fucking immune to magic. What the hell?
Adventure's await.
How did that fucking work? Well, on the bright side, I have plenty of healing to go around for
The
myself.
waiting's never fun.
What was that about? Czar?
Do not fear. Do not hold back.
What's up, guys? What are we doing here? Well, rip Ivu.
This is my path.
This is me already.
And where is this trap going? There it is.
I finished here. Is there more?
There's always more, Ruchele. Don't worry about that.
Follow me.
Oh, it's this dude! Yay! Okay, we're here finally. Alright, how you doing, Imeslin?
We are the light. They are the darkness.
There we go. I just kept missing until somebody just popped him instantaneously. That's what happened there. Spooky things. I really don't understand the point of this, like, little weird spooky room. It's just like, oh my god, spooky. Oh my god, there's things happening. Why? Why? What could this be? But it's all just weird. It's just objects moving around. There's nothing happening.
Can't be dismissed as a count. Yes. This place is my demi-plane.
Arelu cringes slightly.
I created it when I was some believe my laboratory. I thought I had hidden my home well. I am not concerned. Look around you. And then I...
Mythic power! There we go. Alright, finally get our final mythic thing, which is gonna be... Let's go with that one, why not? I guess I'll have life bonding friendship. It seems like a bad pick, but whatever, it's there. Hard storyteller's knowledge. Why do I get that now? Weird. Alright, let's just go. I don't care about any of these items. They're not going to carry over anyway. The only place they would carry over to is the DLC.
Let's make this quick.
Yeah, they're just going on. Wow, okay, really. What? Where? What? What? Excuse me? What? Oh, what? What? Huh? Excuse me? What was that about? I was running around there for a minute. What the fuck? It must have been some other clone. It must have been Manlevsovsky or something.
The mortal who ventured wreck. I was hunting. No.
Horse attack! Destroy him, horse! That horse got horsed. This horse is goated, you might even say. Wow, what a weird barrier. I wonder what that was about. Alright, let's save again here. Azata ending time. I'm not gonna close the Abyss. I'm not gonna close the Whirlwind. Or I'm not gonna take the Ascension ending. There's like never anything different with that. Except for maybe Demon.
This is where it happened. A researcher must be. You're so adept at magic. Yes, I want. You have seen a goddess. You have been face to face with demon. How strange. You are. When I watched you dead. If a hypothesis is, it will kill me eventually. But the tearing of the and it's finally time to end. Ask it. Death is not.
My dream.
This condition is national.
There we go.
Never thought that I would be responsible.
I've been waiting for you to get distracted so I can stab you in the back.
I would be overjoyed to discover that I am wrong. I tried to hope, even though there was no hope, a connection. But what makes you think I will listen to your argument?
Says
You think I'm wrong about you? Why? Yes, I remember. But yes, I was. You hungered. It was a foolish test. It didn't prove anything. And the vial of... That's enough. I have wandered in the dark for so long. But now I finally see clearly. I know how my path must end. The wound still erodes your soul, as it does mine. Let me put an end to my creation. Let me step into the flames and perish, so that I can heal you.
So be it. Farewell, Rilu. Let the wound heal and may the corruption be cleansed. Yeah, like I said, I could do this, but like this never changes, so... Somewhere beyond the walls of this cursed prison, you feel a gust of wind, a fresh spring breeze. A wave of power follows in its wake. It nourishes and revitalizes everything in its path, like the rain that revives the roots of a forest after a severe drought. The arrival of this wave dissolves the silhouette of Arilu Vorlesh, the witch and the creator of the Whirlwind. And just as swiftly, the tongues of violet flame, the outline of the giant rift, and the edges of the wound in your chest all fade away. The time for healing has come. What? Wait, what? Wait, what's going on?
Yes.
Why did I enter Arubu's phase 2?
You are stronger than I could have anticipated. As your creator, I should be proud.
What?
To be defeated by the
What
one I have
happened?
imbued with power.
Something must have
Is
broken
there
there.
any higher praise? But I'm...
The Song of... Whatever. Fuck it. The Song of Elysium wakes within your soul. Its cadence is piercing and solemn. You see the world wound before you, that terrible abscess on the face of a world that has been tormented by it for too long. It is within your power to put an end to it, but there's more. Your island, your small miracle filled with life-giving force, is the key to restoring the corrupted lands. Will you give it away to see green gardens in place of poisoned wastes? This choice is yours to make. Sacrifice the island, which has, what, some people hanging out on it who weren't even there? Destroy, reel, and sacrifice the island to close and heal the wound. It's time to end the life of one and give way to the lives of many. Somewhere beyond the walls of this cursed prison, you feel a gust of wind. Same thing. The exact same dialogue happens again. I don't know if that's the mod's fault or the path just not working. Because I'd believe either. I would believe either one of those is the problem. It really doesn't give you...
Rest is in order.
Let's see. Yep. Death of Rila Vorlish. Same as always. After the victory, the commander took Elysium up on its invitation and paid a short visit to that wondrous plain. Few are privy to all the details of that journey, but the tales speak of all manner of marvels, such as the incredible dances of the Azatas, flights across the skies with a flock of havoc dragons, and feasts in the company of even more fascinating beings. After the Battle of Threshold... No, I've done Ascension ending 3 or 4 times, and it basically never changes. Like, the only thing that actually changes for the Ascension ending is the very first bit of dialogue, which is like, a new realm was born, a realm of whatever. Like, everything else is basically the same every single time. The only different... I've done Ascension 3 times now, I think. The only reason I did it the 3rd time is because I had Galfrey that time. I decided to, like, see if maybe there's any... what the difference was with her there, and there's not anything, really. Anyway, after the battle with Threshold, the commander did not stay long in the lands where the Fifth Crusade had been waged. A new destiny and a new journey awaited him. The wind of Elysium became a harbinger of renewal for the lands of the former wound. The corruption-torn waste became lush once more, and where lava lakes once steamed, there grew groves of towering trees. Some of the vegetation seemed to have come straight from a dream. This rejuvenated land became a beautiful garden, an inspiration for dreamers. Lovers and poets would go there to watch the moonrise of the sparkling waterfalls or to catch the reflections of the stars in the streams. The Free Crusaders did not stay together for long. Their main goal had been achieved, but there were still plenty of places left in the world where injustice was rampant, where courage and imagination were needed. Scaranthol and his treants had their branches full. They had to take care of the new, rapidly growing forests. Ivy would visit her large family in Elysium, but nothing could make her part with her best friend for long. I go where you go, was her motto. Much later, all grown up, Ivy went off on her own adventures. She traveled the plains, bravely helping good souls in distress, and, of course, seeking out places where they baked the best cookies. As the leader of the Crusaders, the commander won their loyalty and obedience. Yep, same as always. New Mendev. Yep, okay. Queen Galfrey returned to Nerosian with the intent to rule Mendev as before, but as it turned out, Mendevian society was hungry for change. The war-ravaged nation desired new leadership, but the queen would not countenance yielding her authority to anyone else. She believed her duty to her homeland had not yet been fulfilled. Quite a few Mendevians wanted to see Darren Arenday inherit the throne. Upon his return to Canabras, Hulrun ranted and raged against those who had been governing the city in his absence. But contrary to all expectations, Hulrun's inquisitors were far less vicious than in days past. It seems the time he had spent fighting in the Fifth Crusade had tempered him somewhat. Yep, Wardstone was disassembled. Yep. She ascended, Meticulous ascended, Baphomet did whatever, Discari did whatever, Tyrabades did not retire. Ooh, okay, here we are. Wow, it took this long for her to show back up? Several hundred years after the conclusion of the Fifth Crusade, somewhere on another plane, far from both the Abyss and Galarian, two runaway Lilitus met, Minago and Shavaro. They met, never to part again. That's really disappointing. That's all I get out of that. That's one of the most unique parts of this path. It's something only this path has the ability to do. Only Azata gives you the option to have Binago and Shavaro live and meet again. And all I get is a slide. Hand of the Inheritor in Voluntary Exile, as usual. Nura doing her thing. The Storyteller ascends. Finian travels about. Sela doing her thing. Wendwog becomes the Queen of the Mongrels, as usual. Ember joined the Green Brotherhood. Soon after the war, the tireless researcher of all things researchable embarked on a new journey. She had a sudden urge to know how much time it would take to visit every nation on Galarian. She never returned. No, she did not perish. She simply got carried away with another experiment and forgot to come back. Ah, right, because I never helped Nenyo with the experiments. Yep, same as before. Same as before. Same as before. After the war, Greybor went off on his personal conquest. He traveled to Elutioneer and killed 4 candidates for the position of the head of the Assassin's Guild, whereupon he rightfully took the position himself and became a preeminent figure in the Midnight Isles. Under his leadership, the guild prospered and the denizens of many planes would shudder whenever they heard the innocent phrase, "Sweet dreams." Arushale had changed her nature, completely ridding herself of evil, but she would not dare to live among mortals. She took up residence in a small house away from their settlements. Shortly afterward, rumors began to spread. Some said there was a kind sorceress living in the cottage, or perhaps a reclusive saint, and people would come to her asking for help. She never refused anyone, and in time she earned their trust and friendship. When the former demon was not busy helping mortals, she spent time with the commander, who often visited her at her house. They had nothing to hide or be ashamed of, and yet in her shyness, Arushale tried to conceal their relationship from prying eyes. "This is our Elysium," she would say, "yours and mine, and no one else needs to know about it." And what of I, the one who wrote these words?
And what of me, the writer of these words? My experiment ended in success. In the war between Galarian and the Abyss, I emerged the victor. It took 100 years and 1,000,000 deaths for me to bring back the one whose life had been so cruelly stolen away. And it cost one more death. My own. For him to keep on living.
Interesting. So this is the first time I've actually seen this dialogue, because every other time I've either done the normal, like, kill path ending thing or gone for Ascension. So this is the first time I've... Because normally what I do is I go through the fight, and then I do the Intimidate check to get her to surrender immediately, and then just chuck her into the pit, or do whatever specific pathing I have. And then this is the first time where I'm actually doing the she throws herself in, even if it failed because the game bugged out or whatever. So that's interesting that, like, she claims that I am her son at this point.
I have recounted the story of my life for you, Pharasma, Lady of Graves. Now you know
Intervene. Low religion, diplomacy. Hey, what did I roll? I got a 19!
The laws of the universe have existed from... You wrought great evil. And yet... I shall send you to the Maelstrom, the plane on the edge of the world. A place to which the gods' gazes do not stray. Now you, the mortal who has risen so high as to stand boldly in the presence of the goddess of fate. You have done the impossible, and you will be remembered as long as this universe exists. Go, live out the rest of your life. I look forward to tales of your future deeds.
The end. And that's it. Azata finished. Finally. Ugh. So, that was not great. Okay. The part where the game didn't have any, like, path-specific characters show up to give me advice or whatever, there's no advisor stuff, that felt like a bug. And it felt like maybe one of the mods I had installed... Yeah, it was kind of disappointing. But that felt like one of the mods I had installed was perhaps causing it to not load in those sequences or whatever. I'll give the game the benefit of the doubt. If it turns out that's normal, this path just sucks, straight up. So, the ending... basically had the only ending thing was like, oh, you went to Elysium and you have like the one mention of Scaranthal and the Treants, and then you have the Chivaro Monago thing. The Chivaro and the Monago thing is the one that really bugs me, because like I said, it is the most unique thing that this mythic path has. This mythic path has Chivaro and Monago surviving is possible in other things, but she dies in Drezen when you kill her or whatever. Chivaro surviving as well, it's not usually a common thing unless you just straight up did not find her because you didn't do that side quest. The fact that you can get these two to be like on your side, all things considered, is something that should have been played up more. That should have been... They should have come in at the end. They could have come in with the rest of the Free Crusaders. They could have joined. The rest of it also is just like, it's very lackluster. Even in the Chapter 3, it's just like, Chapter 3, you get to make decisions for your army, which gives you different bonuses, and they change different things around and make things function different ways. In this, like, just an example, for Aeon, you had like, what should I do? Should I have my warriors meditate with the monks to help steal their minds, or should they pray to help steal their hearts? And then that gives you different bonuses based on that. Or you have like, for Trickster, you get different units, or you get the scramble, you get to get like the different scramble strategies where you have randomized boons and that sort of thing. But for this, you got, I'm gonna make a fancy sculpture or a mural. And that's it. And that does nothing for anybody. I didn't even realize what it was doing until, like, I just walked by and said, oh, that must be the mirror it was talking about. Like, there's nothing. There's nothing there. This path is nothing. What else? The island, again, is like nothing. There's a lot of cool things they could have done with the island. They could have had the island be like some kind of mobile base where you get to move the island around or fly around with the island, and it's like much slower, or maybe you could like tell the island to go to a specific location, and that would become like a new point where you could go up to it and interact with it and like rest there safely, or have it be like a fortress of its own, which could fly around and attack things, or there's just nothing. There's just nothing. Like I said before, this just feels like a mythic path they made to fill space, which is annoying because it's like, it's really good I can't even say it's really good mechanically. Angel is really good mechanically. Lich is really good mechanically. Aeon is okay mechanically. It's kind of weird. Trickster is incredible mechanically. Azata is okay to mediocre mechanically. It works really, really well for specific builds. And outside of those, it's bad. Like, the speed thing, having haste all the time is just generally useful, but like the rest of it is just not at all useful in some situations. It's fully possible to make a character that just cannot benefit from the majority of the Azata superpowers. Yeah, that's also true. The superpowers is kind of lazy. It's not very good. And I really don't like saying that because this game is fantastic. I think it's probably one of the best CRPGs ever made, but that is just such a huge black mark. There's no big pop. There's just nothing. It's not a failing grade, but this is a D-. Like, it's fine at parts. There's like cool moments. Like entering the Midnight Fane early is a cool moment. I'm honestly trying to think of anything else. Like there are some cool moments in the game. The Flying Island would probably be more of a surprise if I hadn't played the DLC earlier, so I knew about the Flying Island ahead of time. Like, that could have been a cool moment, but like, there's not much in here. I really just can't think of anything. Also, like, there's just nothing happening. There's almost no tie into the main story. Any of the tie-ins are like, oh, I went to this area and I made it green again. Woo! Nobody reacts to that. Nobody cares. It's nothing. It's just nothing. The Azata Mythic Path is like barely passing. It's not going to get a degree. It's not going to graduate. This thing's going to be held back a year at this rate. But it didn't fail outright. It's really disappointing. I'm going to have to... I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm kind of glad it's done, though. Like, I wasn't dreading playing through it. It's not like becoming a chore, but I'm just not enjoying Azata. Azata was like a major, major weak point in this game so far. Which is... I've got Devil and Demon and Swarm coming up. Demon, at the very least, has a lot of stuff going on in it, from what I remember, so that'll be something, and we'll have to see how Devil goes, but like, even the part where I choose Devil is not as good in the Azata path. The Aeon one makes more sense. The Aeon one, like, works really nicely. It meshes in perfectly. This one, I think they were trying to go on, like, all the good intentions paved... The road to hell is paved with good intentions, but they didn't do that because they didn't give you good intentions that would lead you there. You have the one obviously evil option that early Sunset gave you, where it's like, if I'll let you join if you tell me where the groves are, so if you get out of line I can burn them. Like, that's the only one. Everything else just like, what? Just, all of a sudden, Satan shows up and goes, "Aha, you have to join me or else." I'm just... There's nothing, man. There's just nothing. There's just nothing. This is... If there's one thing they should do, it's rewrite the Azata Mythic Path. Really. That would take a lot of work, I know, but, like, it needs it. It needs not necessarily a total rewrite, but it needs a lot of things added to it. I guess that actually might be kind of why it doesn't work. Because a lot of the only real, like, choices that you get that would be evil are, like... Okay, so, like, half of the Azata Mythic packs are, like, you get this NPC to join you, which doesn't really affect anything. But you get to sort of determine, like, the qualifications of them joining you. But you could have also had more things just happen, and a lot of the Azata stuff is like, look at this completely irrelevant thing. What should this song be about? What should we make as this art piece? Which argument do you think is right here? And, like, those things aren't things that Early Sunset can interact with. Early Sunset can interact with the stuff that has mechanical benefits, or they're, like, about people joining, but you have too many people join immediately, and then you have too many completely inconsequential squabbles that Early Sunset does not interact with. There's nothing there. There's just nothing. Alright, I'm done. I'll be back with this on Wednesday, and we're going to do Devil, which will probably take another 2 sessions to finish off. Because I've got Devil, I got to rebuild my character, I got to go rescue Galfrey, and, yeah, it'll take about 2 sessions, I think. And then we also got to see if maybe Mephistopheles gives me any kind of advice that time around. That'd be nice. But I'm real disappointed by that. It's just so disappointing. Anyway, that'll be on Wednesday. I'll be back tomorrow with Mundemos. Got a lot of games piling up that I need to play through, which I haven't been able to touch for too long because of other things coming up, so that'll be good. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy the rest of your day, night, evening, what have you. And, see you next time. God, Actually, you know what? Also, let's see. Is anyone streaming I can raid? I don't even know if I want to feel like a raid right now, but I might just, let's see. Let's see. Anyone streaming? Here, I'll send you over to, Everyday Adventurer, who is in... where is this? Looks like this is... Oh, this is Arushalei's Respite. Okay. Go say hi to them. See ya.